When W is at the beginning of a word, has the consonant sound, it acts like a consonant. W or wha. All right? When it's in the middle or the end of a word, let's look at the word window. We've got two W's, two sounds. Consonant at the beginning, but what's it doing here at the end? Since it's next to another vowel, window, it's acting like a vowel digraph. Two vowels, one sound, long O. What about, are there some, okay, same thing here, right? What is the vowel here? What's the W? A vowel or a consonant? It's a vowel. Yes. Can we think of words with W in the middle? Let's look at between. And then I think I heard somebody say, okay. Is the W a consonant or a vowel in the word between? What?
Consonant.
It's a consonant, isn't it? Because if we divided this into syllables, it would be between. Oh, look, there's another consonant blend. Twa. They're not all BR, CR, FL, SC, TW. Tween, twin, twitch. Another consonant blend. But what about the W here? In lower. Is it a consonant or is it a vowel? Okay, this is where it gets tricky. So if I were dividing this into syllables, I know we would probably say lower, but actually lower, because low is the root word. So if we
So it's
divide
really
it
supposed
like
to be
that,
at the end, right? And then it's just like, what's that thing called? The ER is the...
Yeah, this is the bossy R, yes. But lower here, even though you can hear it when you say lower, it's actually acting like a vowel because it's OW.
Okay.
You hear a long O. But you can also hear the W in lower. Middle or end, Y and W, most of the time act like vowels. Beginning of the word, most of the time, Y and W are consonants. And we have to say most of the time because there are so many exceptions. Let's look at silent letters. So, how do I pronounce that? Kite. What happens when I put the N next to the K?
It's silent.
Becomes silent. Knife, night, no. So when you put an N next to the K, you don't hear the K sound. Okay? Same thing happens here. This is not gnat, okay? When you have these two consonants together, you can only hear the N. The G is silent. When you have the consonant B at the beginning of the word, you can hear it. At the end of a word, usually you can't hear it, like in lamb. But usually, when the consonant B is at the end of a word, it's silent. When you have a consonant like K or G in front of the N, when you have those two sounds together, you only hear the N. Yeah, when you've got the consonant vowel silent, E, yes. And the other one, yes, I just heard. What about this one? Or the one that we talked about the other day, mnemonics, just like we said when we had KN like knife or night, KNOW, you're only going to hear this. It seems like, okay, any consonant in front of an N pretty much cancels out that consonant and you just hear the N. You don't hear that.
Why do they put it there?
That's a good question. That's what your students are going to say. If you can't hear it, why do we have to have it? Because the language from which it was derived had that letter. There are tricks that help you remember other information. Okay? All right, so silent letters. We have the M here, psyche. Oh goodness, look, there's another sound for CH. We said CH says ch. CH can also say, depending on the context of the word. So we don't hear the P. Is the Y a vowel or a consonant?
Vowel.
Vowel, because it's in the middle, right? So it has a what sound? Long I, psi, and CAG says key. Really?
For real?
And this word it does,
Psyche.
or psych. But usually if you're saying you're trying to psych somebody out, you don't put that on the end of it. It's just psych, like psychology. So in this one, psyche, you can hear. And the CH says cup. And the E is at the end and it's not silent. Great example of another exception. All right, what about psychology? What letters are silent? The P is silent. The Y is a vowel, it says I. Call. Well, the CH again says cut, doesn't it? So it seems like whenever we're talking about psychology, psyche, the CH says cut. Don't think that's going to happen all the time. Most of the time. We always say most of the time. And this Y, this says a long I. This Y has a, what sound? Long E. Same letter, different sounds, different places, in the same word. Oh, and is the G here? Is it a hard or soft? We might as well bring it all in. Psychology.
Hard.
Psychology. Do we say psychology or psychology? Soft sound. Sounds like a J, doesn't it? Okay. See, we can cover all these things in one word.
I get that confused because I think, like, just in my head, I think that
Just
hard should be like like hard. Oh no.
Yeah.
Just
Think of giraffe. Giraffe. Soft. Okay?
A giraffe
Soft
is a-
G. Soft G.
a giraffe
Giraffe.
is a
Soft G. J. What if we do this?
gigantic.
Oh, really? Jai has the J,
And then
and Gan has the heart. Gigantic. What about pneumonia? Silent letters?
The P.
Because it's next to that N, okay. What about the U? New, do we say pneumonia? Pneumonia. The EU sounds like what?
Double O.
Ooh. It sounds like the long double O. Pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
How many sounds do we hear in pneumonia? Pneumonia.
7.
7 sounds. You know what? Isn't this like a diphthong? Pneumonia. We hear E up, right? Isn't the definition of a diphthong 2 vowels together that glide, the sounds glide? So IA together is a diphthong, and it says yeah. Listed works for that word. It won't be one of the ones you find listed in books. But if we're defining it as 2 vowels that come together and the sounds glide together, it works. We're going to step now into open and closed syllables. And this one is easy to recognize. So let's count the syllables. Pneumonia. Pneumonia.
4.
Or, but if we call it pneumonia.
That's what it's
3.
called. Don't we say it?
Pneumonia. We don't say pneumonia.
Pneumonia. I think
So that means we have to change
We
that.
say pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Pneumonia. All right? 3 syllables. So let's look at the word pneumonia again. We've got it divided into pneumonia. So let's divide psychology. How many syllables? Psychology. 4? Everybody agree? Okay. Let's divide it. Psy. Call. G. Psychology. Psychology.
Would it be on
It's
before the L?
Before the L.
Psychology.
Logy. Psychology. Let's do, okay, what about psyche? Psyche, right? All right, let's do mnemonics.
Ne.
N. Well, we have to have a vowel, right? Mon. X. All right, gigantic. It's an open syllable if the syllable ends with a vowel sound. Not vowel letter, vowel sound. It's a closed syllable if the syllable ends in a consonant sound. So again, we're going by the sounds, not by the letter, by the sound. Open syllables end in vowel sounds. Closed syllables end in consonant sounds. So let's look at this. Dry. Given that rule, is dry an open or a closed syllable? Open, because it ends in a vowel sound. Gan. Open or closed? Because it ends in a consonant sound. Tick. Open or closed?
Closed.
Because it ends in a consonant sound. There. So it's open, closed, closed. Na. Na. Open. Because right? That's a consonant sound. Short U, consonant sound. Na. Okay, so this is open. Mon. Closed because it ends in a consonant sound. X. Closed. Consonant sound. Psyche. Psy.
Open.
Open because it ends in an I. That's a vowel. Open. Key.
Open.
Open. Psyche has open, open. What about pneumonia? New.
Open.
Open. Moan.
Close.
Closed. Yeah.
Open.
You got it. See, that's an easy part, right?